Today we are going to learn how to use Jekyll on a Windows platform. Some Windows users find it a little bit tedious to use Jekyll because of the fact that Jekyll is a Ruby gem and Ruby doesn't come pre-installed in a Windows environment. While on the other hand, it comes pre-installed in Mac operating system and Linux operating systems, which make it a little bit easier, maybe 3 steps shorter than using it on a Windows platform. So we'll just go right ahead and install Ruby because we'll need Ruby to get started with Jekyll. And the website to download Ruby installer is this: rubyinstaller.org/downloads. So there are 3 ways to install Ruby on a Windows platform, but I find it and I recommend it to use Ruby installer because this is the easiest way to get started. So based on your operating system, whether you are using x86 or 64-bit operating system, you have to download the corresponding Ruby installers. So here I am using a 64-bit operating system, and you can find it by right-clicking on your computer and going to its properties. And here it says in my system type that I'm using a 64-bit operating system. And if your one says 32-bit operating system, you have to download the first one. And I recommend you to use the latest version of Ruby. Here you have the 2.0.0, and while 1.9.3 will work just as fine, but use the 2.0.0. And I will download the 2.0.0 P247x64 because my operating system is a 64-bit operating system. And as I'm in a low bandwidth zone, and to save some time, I have already gone ahead and downloaded the installer, and it's right here. Again, to get started with Jekyll, you need 2 essential downloads and 1 optional download. And so just right now pause this video and download the Ruby installer. So if you have downloaded the Ruby installer, okay, scroll down this page and you'll find the development kit, and this development kit is needed to get it running with Jekyll. So if you have downloaded the 32-bit version, which is the first one, then go right ahead and download this one. And if you have the 64-bit operating system and downloaded this one, then go ahead and download this one. And again, pause this video and we'll start as soon as you have downloaded these files. Okay, so right now we'll install Ruby and the corresponding development kit. So double click on the Ruby installer and accept the license, and here you'll find 3 checkboxes. Click on the second one because it makes life a lot easier to click on this, because you don't have to go to the environment variables in your advanced settings to add the Ruby executables to your path later on. And the other 2 are optional, but you go right ahead and click on this 2 because it's safe to say so. So while it's installing, we have to use the DevKit because we have to install the configuration file from there, because Jekyll depends on it. After it's installed, okay, it's finished, we'll just go ahead and extract the DevKit. And to make one thing sure that when you install it, just make sure that your installation directory, the name of the installation directory, doesn't contain any spaces. Here I have used a hyphen but no spaces, because on a Windows platform this will create a tremendous amount of headache if you have done so, if you have included space. So we'll double click on the DevKit right at this moment, and we'll extract it in the C drive, and we'll just call the folder a simple devkit, and we'll extract it right there. Now I'll click extract, and I'll pause the video for a while until it extracts. So we have extracted the devkit in the C drive, and we have the Ruby installed over here again in the C drive. Just to make sure that the Ruby executables has been added to the path, just again go to the properties of your PC and go to advanced system settings, then click on the advanced tab and go to environment variables, and here in the path click edit, and you'll see that it says C Ruby 20.0.0 -x64 bin, and that means that Ruby has been installed properly. Now go to your start menu and click run, or press the Windows key and run. Or so type cmd to launch your command prompt, and here I have my command prompt open, and just click Ruby-V. That will show that the Ruby version of yours, and it confirms that Ruby has been correctly installed. Now from here you can go to your devkit folder, and to do that is cd c :/devkit, and go there. And the other way to do is, the way I find really easy, go to your devkit folder, just keep your mouse cursor in the white zone or the white area, and press shift in your keyboard and right click in your mouse and click open command window here, and it just brings the folder automatically in the command prompt window. And from here you have to type Ruby-DevKit.rb init. So it initializes the Ruby installer, and the second command you have to type is Ruby-DevKit install, and it installs the Ruby-DevKit. Alright, so there you have it. Now you have to install the Ruby gem, and installing it is really easy. Just you have to type gem install Jekyll, and when you press enter, it might take some time depending on the latency of your network and the bandwidth and the server status of the Ruby organization. So just don't panic if it's taking a little bit time. Give it some time and it will install eventually. So here Jekyll is installing in my PC, and it'll take a little bit of time. There you can see that Maruko is being installed, and Maruko is no longer supported, and it was a very good markdown language, but it's deprecated as we speak. So when Jekyll gets installed, we'll use different markdown, and to do that we'll install one or two more markdown gems from the Ruby servers. And here you can see that the pigments.rb 0.5.2 is getting installed, and for Windows platform it creates a little bit headache, and what we'll do is that we'll get uninstall this pigments version, and we'll install the 0.5.0 well after we have installed the markdown gems later on in this tutorial. So as now we have all the 14 gems installed for Jekyll, we'll go ahead and download the markdown languages, and two of my favorite markdowns are rdiscount and cramdown. So I'll install rdiscount, and while we wait, just go ahead and download rdiscount. Okay, so rdiscount has been installed, and we'll go ahead and download cramdown also. So it's gem install cramdown, and it will download cramdown in our system. And while there are not much different between rdiscount and cramdown, there are significant design differences between those two, and some might like rdiscount while writing in markdown language, and some might like cramdown. So it's better to have both of this. So right now we have everything we need, almost everything. So we'll talk about the optional download as we talked earlier. So it's called the pigments, and why pigments is important, because pigments allows you to do syntax highlighting in your blog posts. And if you are using Jekyll, I guess I suppose that you are a coder, and you want to post some of your code snippets in your blog, and there you will need the syntax highlighting. And pigments is based on, it's actually not based on, it's an extension of Python, and so you'll need Python, and we'll go ahead and download Python right at this moment. So if you go to Python programming language official website, it's called www.python.org. Go to our download section, and again here I'll recommend you to download the 2.7.5 because it's a more stable Python version. So the first one is for 32-bit, and this one is for 64-bit. And as I'm in a 64-bit PC right at this moment, I'll download the 64-bit installer. And again, you can find about your PC in the system type in the properties of your PC. So again, to save some time, I have already downloaded it. It's in my downloads folder in the programs, and it's right over here. And I'll install it for all users, and there I have it. I'll be downloading it in C Python 27 \. Okay, next. So it's getting installed, and at this very moment you can look at your gem list, the gems that you have installed so far through Ruby in your PC. So just type gem list, and it will provide you a gem list of it. And here you'll find that you have the pigments RB. I'll just mark it over here. You can see it. Pigments RB 0.5.2, and you have to uninstall it because it creates unstable situations in Windows environment. Alright, so there you have it. So to do that, you have to type gem uninstall pigments.rb, and it will say that you have requested to uninstall this gem. Just type Y and press enter, and it will uninstall the pigments RB of 0.5.2 and install 0.5.0 instead. So how you do that is you type them install pigments.rb, then / version, then open a quotation mark equals 0.5.0. Okay, and press enter. So it will request this version of Pigments RB in the Ruby servers and download it for you. And while you are doing it, just make sure that your Python path has been updated in the environment variables of your advanced settings. And there I have it. I have the Ruby and Python both installed and ready to go. and in Ruby, there are fascinating things you can do with it. Now that I have Jekyll installed and the pigments installed, I can make a new block right like that, where it has a skeleton framework pre-built into it. So if I go to my documents, so I'll just close it, and I'll just go to my documents folder. I'll make a new folder, and let's just call it the tutorial. Okay, I'll just again I'll go into it, hold down the shift key, right click on the white area and click open command window here, and I can just say that Jekyll new, and I'll say a tutorial site, and it will create a barebone Jekyll tutorial site. So if I go inside that folder to do that, just type in cd tu and just press the tab, and it will complete the word for you. Enter, and Jekyll serve, and it will generate the site for you and actually fire up the local server, and you can actually see what your new website looks like at the localhost :4000, and press enter, and this is your new Jekyll site, and it says welcome to Jekyll, and it's fascinating what you can do with it. And go to tutorial site, and there is the posts, and let's say I'll just edit this post and make a new post right here. So here I'm using the markdown pad, which is a really excellent software to type in markdown. So I'll just create a new file, copy everything from here. This is the header, and you need headers for everything. So I'll just call it my first hello world, or my first post, and I'll put today's date and time. So it's 29/10 and it's 4:25. all right, it's perfect, and its categories should be a blog. So I'll just type in hello world, and then I'll type in how is it going, and I'll save it over there in the tutorial side posts, and it should be in date format 10/29 and my first post. Okay, and if I make it again, you'll see what happens. In the localhost, there is another port right at this moment, and it says hello world, how's it going? And this is the way you get started with your Jekyll website. Now, to make a beautiful website, I'll recommend you to go here, jekyllthemes.org, and here you can find a lot of themes, and I'll use this theme for today's tutorial. So simple theme, and you can see the demo of this theme over here. So this is what it looks like. This post has syntax highlighting and everything in it, and I guess and it's responsive. The whole website is responsive, so if you're reading it from a mobile phone, the menu will look like this. It will come from the top. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and download it, and because it's licensed under GPL version 2, so it's you are free to use it as the way you like it. So we'll just go ahead, download it. Okay, start download. In a very slow bandwidth zone. while it's getting downloaded, we'll just go ahead and delete this tutorial site, or we'll keep it. We'll just make another tutorial site. Just open it, extract it, extract all to this place. So I'll just go ahead, documents, and it should be in tutorial. So yes, so here I have this. It has everything inside it. So I'll just rename it to beautiful theme tutorial. Okay, go ahead, go inside, and you have to edit some of the information in the config.yml file. It's right here, and because you need to do this because Jekyll uses this file to access all your data. So I'll just go ahead, open it, and here you see the site title is turned off and everything is turned off. So I'll just start a local server and see how it looks like. So again, I right click, hold down the shift button, right click on the white open space and open command window, and from there I type Jekyll serve. It's generating the site, and it has hosted the site in the local server, and I'll just type in localhost 4000, and you can see it. It's because the site title was written site title in the YAML file, the configuration file. That's why it says site title. So we'll just say awesome Jekyll, or just call it the Jekyll site. Awesome, and the description should be the second line. Awesome tutorial by the evil genius, and save it. And why? Okay, Jekyll serve watch. This Jekyll serve W. Okay, and here we refresh the page and we'll see the difference. Again, what I did right now is Jekyll serve -w. It means that to watch and regenerate anything that's being changed in the website. So let's say that when you open a post, alright, and here it says that by your name, and if you change your name over here to student and save it, what it does, it regenerates the file, alright, and if you refresh it, it will actually automatically regenerate everything for you. So it's taking a little bit of time right at this moment, but you get the hang of it. We'll just stop it and start it again, I guess, or no, it's working. Alright, again we have to do it. Jekyll serve, and let's see, and it says by student, and here you can put your picture or anything you put in this folder. Okay, let's say here I have this Michael Rose photo, and I want to use this photo as the thumbnail for the pictures. So I'll just go ahead and in the avatar just paste it .jpg, save it, and type in Jekyll. So W. It regenerates everything for me. I refresh the page, and there you have it. This picture is right over here. And this theme comes with the feed, obviously the XML feed. And the best thing about this theme is that it has search built in, which is JSON search, which I definitely love. And if you want to download this markdown pad, just search for markdown pad in Google, and you'll find it right there. Yes, the first website. And here you will see that the search works perfectly. And if the markdown pad makes it a lot easier to use Jekyll on Windows. And according to your needs, just simply edit all the files. Most of the files for the themes can be found here in the images and in the fab icon and everything right over here, the 404 page, the about page, and anything that you need. And the posts are your post files, and any markdown files you add over here will generate a separate folder inside your site folder. So just this is the folder the site generates. So before you upload it to your website, just make sure that your URL doesn't say localhost. Just to make sure that you actually replace it with the actual site address .com. Then just again go here, hold down shift, right click, open command window, and type in Jekyll build. And then when it builds the site itself, open your FTP program, and here I'm using the FileZilla client, which you can download from the FileZilla Foundation. It's called the FileZilla-project.org. Download the FileZilla client, the first one, obviously the recommended version, and here I have it downloaded in my downloads folder. So it will install the software. From it, just go ahead, open it, and then in the documents, tutorial, beautiful theme, and the site, upload everything to your server. Just click on it, all of them, and drag them to the right window, and you are done. Your site will be live as soon as it gets uploaded. Thank you for watching.